Hello, dear Scorpio. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. How are you all? I'm doing your divine spread from the 1st till the 20th of August 2019, and I'm taking a Karma Dharma card, which is the Universal Love Oracle. So let's see what's happening for you, dear Scorpio. Let's take one card for Scorpio. I will read quickly from the book for you. Enchantment. Beautiful. Let's see what's going on with you. Okay, so slow down, pause to see and feel the love and beauty that surround you. Smell the roses, gaze at the stars and feel the breeze caress your face. Feel the sun shine down from above and the steady earth beneath your feet. Observe nature and her changing seasons, autumn leaves, misty sunrises, dewdrops in the morning, waves of the ocean, luscious blades of grass, and rainbows. Find nature embodied in a smile, a kindness, a sincere gesture, or a tender word. Think of someone and connect with them spiritually. Send out your love, light, and blessings. Despite all its madness, difficulty, and suffering, the world is an amazing place. Life is amazing. The sky, the earth, the universe, the great cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, all are amazing, as are you. So it's saying that you need to slow down, take time, and smell the roses. So for those of you that have been overworked, have done too much, it's time to look at life from a different perspective. It's time to do things for you, things that are going to make you happy, things that are going to make you feel alive again, because we've been through some really tough energies, dear Scorpio, and it's time to change the way you're looking at life. A lot of you may have gone through a rebirth, a transformation. Let's do your divine spread, Scorpio. So in the foundation, you've got the Eight of Wands. I'm using the Mystical Tarot. In the hidden position, you've got the Six of Pentacles. In the recent past, Three of Swords. Yeah. In the now position, Knight of Wands. Crowning your reading is the Eight of Cups. This is your goal. In the action and advice to take, oh my God, is the Capricorn card. It's the Devil. Now, I'm not reading reversals, so I don't know exactly if he would have been in the reverse or not. I would say more than likely he would be, because the Three of Swords is in the recent past. Some of you are still getting rid of difficult energies. Let's look at the outcome for you. And you have the King of Wands. This is beautiful. And let's look at the divine position and how you're being affected by the transits, what the divine wants you to know. And you've got the Four of Cups. Now, there was another sign that had this in the same position. It was either, I think it was Leo. I think Leo had it was either Leo or Virgo. So they had the Four of Cups 3 times. So they had it here, and then they had it in another card. I think it was Leo. So if you are dealing with a Leo, because we've got a King of Wands here, which could be a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this would be your story then. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. And we have the Empress. Wow. This is beautiful. Now, the Empress is Libra, Taurus, and Aries. Okay, so the Empress as a general energy is beautiful. It's all about manifestation. It's expansion and growth. I think that this is your energy. I think that this is what you're dealing with. I think that you've got the power to manifest at this time. Now we've got the Empress and we've got a King. So there could be a bit of a maturity, you know, a few years difference between the two of you, whether it looks like the Divine Feminine is a little bit older. If not older, it's more maturity, more experiences in life. So she trumps the King, so she's the boss, if you understand what I mean. She is the one that can take charge. It's up to her. Okay, she can take the situation wherever she wants it to. What's beneath that? And we've got the Six of Swords under that, which is moving away, taking your thoughts, your perceptions, and going to a better place. Like literally, some of you could be literally moving, even traveling. This is the World card. And this is very Saturnian. The cycle has ended. The difficulties have ended. And after the World card, which is a card of success, comes change. Through movement and not being stagnant, through taking action, because the Six of Swords is like movement, right? You've got the potential to manifest here. The Empress is a number 3. And she is the loving mother. She is the loving partner. Very sensual and very sexual, very attractive to others. Physically very beautiful. But she's also got the skill of manifestation. So if you are cross-watching, you want to have her on your side, right? Obviously. Now the Devil here is a little bit troubling, but I'm going to take more cards. Let me take a Tarot of Sexual Magic, okay, and see what's happening in your love life. I see quite a bit of passion here. I see passion. Look at the way she's soaking up the sun. Oh, wow. A lot of you could be doing this now. You may be in a warm climate. She's just soaking up those rays of the sun and she's just getting enchanted. Just everything around her is beautiful. And she's feeling that, just like the Empress is. Let's take a card and see, look into your love life. And it's funny that the rays of the sun, and we've got Leo here mainly as the fire sign. So let's take a card. And we've got the card of Taurus. This is the Hierophant. The Hierophant. And he's a number 5. He seems quite the king, doesn't he? He has 2 little baby dolls at his service. He's quite a tough, and I think that this has got a lot to do with the Devil energy here. So I'm going to take one more. So we've got the Hierophant, which is very spiritual. This is all about religion, all about your beliefs. Because it's a 5, 5s bring in change, right? And the Hierophant can also be, let's say it's not in your love life, we're talking about business. It's like breaking the code, like trying to get your foot in the door where business is concerned. It is a 5, which is good. That's the promising thing, which says that after the 5 is the 6. You're going to be at the doors, at the doorstep of having to make some sort of a decision. Okay, so whether it's business or love doesn't matter. Let's take one more. And we have the Queen of Swords. Wow. Queen of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And what I see here is, as you could see here, she's like, across from her is a young male, okay, a young male, which she is like posing for. And it seems as though she's making some sort of magic, as you could see here on her little table, She's doing her magic. She's trying to draw in the man of her dreams, but we've got the Hierophant here, which also seems like someone who can be very overpowering. And if we look at him as just an energy, it speaks of commitment. Okay, so this is committing to something or someone. Okay, but this person is very, very powerful indeed. Now, speaking of religion, because we've got the card of Sagittarius here, which is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is usually Sagittarian energy. For me, it speaks of, the free-spirited, quick-moving knight, which has got a vision of the world. Sagittarius is fire. It's all about traveling the world, seeing different cultures, getting out there, being very free-spirited. That's how Sagittarius is. So, and this is quick movement. This could also be the player, though. This could also be someone who is playing you. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, for some of you, this could be your energy. You may not want to settle down. After the heartache and the heartbreak here, some of you just want to travel the world. Okay, Three of Swords in the recent past, which can speak of a love triangle. We've got a younger male and we've got an older male here, which is the Hierophant. Now, Taurus is where Uranus is. Uranus will be turning retrograde on the 11th of August. So there have been many changes where our values, our self-worth is concerned. As in this card, I don't see a lot of self-worth. Those little munchkins, those little playgirls, they don't have a lot of self-worth. They're overpowered by something stronger. Someone in a, important position, someone who is a leader, someone who holds the keys to a corporation, an institution. This is the boss, right? So that's why I see here we've got the devil, Capricorn energies. In the action and advice is the devil is here. So there could be even, and I'm going to say it, the word that comes to me is like sexual fantasies where there are power struggles here. The Queen of Swords is making her magic. The Hierophant has just got the power. So in both cards, we've got power here, whether it's magic, whether it's sexual attraction, or whether it's money, whatever. There are power struggles here in your reading, dear Scorpio. Now, you know that Capricorn is where the eclipse happened on the 16th in Capricorn, and it was on top of Pluto and the South Node. So letting go of karmic past situations, things that are very familiar, that are very well known to you. This is like closing the door on the past. Whatever power struggles you've been through, this is a time to let go of that. And it's very karmic. I mean, the devil, very karmic. And again, this is like the devil holds two people in bondage where intimacy and sex is concerned. So could this mean that both these individuals are having power struggles in a relationship? So we could have a relationship where there are power struggles. Someone wants commitment, someone else wants just a good time, someone wants to be the boss and rule the bedroom, rule you within a bedroom. The power struggles, I don't know. I just feel that there is dark energies here. Even with the Eight of Cups being in the position of your goal, Eight of Cups, he's wearing black. And usually this shows the new moon eclipse, which it does show it here too. And this is the time of Cancer, the first eclipse on the 2nd of July. And that is all about our security. So is it going to be security at home, or is it going to be eclipsing out something, some authoritative figure in your life, whether this is an emotional hold or a sexual hold, or, you know, being held through someone having done magic. Okay? Maybe someone's cast a spell and someone cannot get out of this difficult energy here. That is not going to be for all of you, of course. I feel that that is one message. We do have the Three of Swords here. So Three of Swords could also be the power struggle. You know, closing the door on the past. Letting go of it. It's as though you're trying to escape by traveling, going to other places. Even the Eight of Cups, it's like, look at this. He's looking towards the past, though. And we are just finishing up in Mercury retrograde now. So usually with this card, he's heading towards the future. This person is still turned towards the past. Maybe some of you have been dealing with someone who has broken your heart because they brought a third person into the situation, right? I don't know why, but I feel that I don't feel that the Queen of Swords is the same person as the Empress. Now, maybe one of you out there could be, but for most of you, I would say it's not the same energy. The Queen of Swords is someone who will manipulate. She will do what she can to get her, take the power, to be more powerful over her victim. Now, for some of you, the devil may also mean just overindulging, having too much to eat, too much to drink. We do have 8 cups here. That's a lot of drinking. But also, look at the Hierophant. He looks as though he's someone who is overindulging, right? Overdoing it. So some of you, this could be because we need emotional healing here. Because of the Three of Swords, I see that the devil here is like, you're going the opposite. So from a feeling of lack, I would say, a feeling of not being loved or not being nurtured. Okay, because the Hierophant has got a lot to do with the restrictions. Restrictions, just like Saturnian energy. And think about it, like, this is like really deep, because if this is a priest we're looking at here, this is a priest who is overindulging. This is totally the opposite of what a priest, how he should stand in the community. Okay, so this is the shadow side of this spiritual leader, whoever this is. Now, it could be someone who is posing to be very spiritual, but they're not. So, yeah, I don't feel as though this is like these two situations, these two cards. It's as though they're in two separate situations. Yeah, so I don't feel that these two situations are, in the same place, in the same home. I feel that there is a wall that is between these two situations. I don't know why I feel this. Okay? I don't know why. But I just feel that there there is a distance between one and the other situation, however that means for you. And the distance can also mean, of course, distance, like physical distance. So if you've been dealing with someone that was like that, that is like that, there is physical distance and emotional distance. I think like this is like the aftermath of this energy here. If these two people, let's say, were coupled, I think that this is the aftermath. So this is like the picture we see, the result that we see if these two people were in a relationship together. So we've got the Queen of Swords. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and we've got Taurus here. Sun, Moon, or Rising, of course. So, yes, it's funny to see that we've got, you know, the enchantment card was talking about all this beautiful earthly energy, you know, feeling your feet on the ground, on the earth, which is very Taurian. But here we've got the twisted energy of the Taurian masculine here. So I don't know how that speaks to you on a personal level, but you would know if this is your story. If not, please watch your moon or rising signs. Let's go to the bottom of the reading, which is the area of home and in the distant past. Lots of messages to and fro, love messages, quick-paced energy, also flight travel. Okay, these are Cupid's love arrows. So maybe, and they're pointing towards the divine position, which is the Four of Cups. Now, usually this person is concentrating on those 3 cups, which are a bit distant from him, so that means that that was in the past. But there's an Ace of Cups, which is not being noticed. It hasn't been either communicated, he's too tired, too overworked, not at the right place. Some of you may be at a distance when this offer comes through. You may not be. You may be traveling through the air when you receive this message, whatever the case. In the hidden position is the Six of Pentacles, which is Libran energy, equilibrium. As well as that, it's generosity, you know, and this is Earth. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, in the hidden position, what you don't know is that there will be equal giving and receiving. And this could be because he's giving money out. This could even be charity. Some of you may be generous. Someone may be generous with you. You could be dealing with someone in relation to business which has been quite generous with you. And there's an offer on the table. And I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't the King of Wands here. Because I don't think that this card is like the Three of Swords. It's usually air energy, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Okay, now this is more Sagittarian energy, so I'm going to throw that in as well. The heartbreak could be coming from someone who is either a foreigner to you, maybe living at a distance, or they're Sagittarius with strong air in their chart. So could be either of those. So yes, there is an offer on the table here. So what are you going to do about it, dear Scorpio? This is like you need to open your eyes and, you know, have a look at this offer again. If this is something that was communicated in the past and you've forgotten about it, don't forget it's Mercury retrograde. If you don't find it now, if you don't communicate about it now, maybe the messages have come through, and with maybe someone has sent you messages, love arrows, words of love and inspiration, because these are also creative wands. They're all about creativity. So if there is an offer on the table, either you've given the offer out or it's been offered to you, maybe with Mercury moving direct, you will have the clarity. Because in the outcome, you've got the King of Wands, which is someone who is a leader, someone who is spontaneous, active, you know, they go for it straight away. They don't sit there and think about it. They're usually quite fiery, aggressive could be. And this could be someone who is very sexually attracted to you. Okay, maybe the messages are from this King of Wands. Maybe this King of Wands is at a distance to you. And they could be flying in and offering you, let's go out. But it looks like you're too busy and you're up to something else here. Maybe communicating with someone else. Maybe through social media. And, you know, the Queen of Swords is not someone who is emotionally open. This is someone who is more, you know, communicative, can be sexual, yes, but not open-hearted, not open to emotions. Let's take some more cards, shall we? Okay, Scorpio. What's this Eight of Wands in your home area in the distant past? And we've got the High Priestess. So we've got the Hierophant and we've got the High Priestess. So there is some sort of... Now let's say that we're not looking at the depiction, but this is just the Hierophant. So it does speak of commitment and it speaks of some sort of a contract, right? But it also speaks of spirituality and faith. And the High Priestess. The High Priestess is his counterpart. She's the, you know, she's his partner. There is a spiritual tie with these two people, and it can be the bondage, a spiritual, tie. Now, this could be communicating telepathically without even sending those messages out. It's like the energies are like so evident, like you see signs, synchronicities, where communication is concerned. You're trusting your instinct, you're trusting what your little soul is telling you, where the Eight of Wands is concerned. Some of you just, with the High Priestess, because she's a number 2. 2s are all about balance, and they're all about partnership, right? And don't forget, she's the moon goddess. She's got the new moon at her feet, and it's funny that it's in the area of home and stability. So you are trusting your intuition where business is concerned, creativity, let's say, any creative pursuits that you may have. You're trusting in what your little heart is telling you, and maybe with the new moon in the eclipse in Cancer, that's sort of like pushed you to take action. Be spontaneous, send out those messages. Okay, now this card just opened up, Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups I was going to put in the hidden position, so I will put it there. Three of Cups is a celebration. This is like getting out there, going and having those drinks, catching up with friends, family, colleagues, co-workers, having a bit of a party. And Six of Swords just opened up, which is great. Six of Swords is like leaving the past in the past, leaving the worry and the anguish in the past, and as I said, maybe even traveling over water, but moving into some sort of a, because I could see that he's on his boat and he's moving towards the Hierophant, moving towards some sort of a contract, a commitment. Maybe some of you are going to a spiritual retreat, needing to get away, maybe to align and, you know, align those chakras. Maybe if you feel as though you haven't been on the right path after difficult times, getting away, it would do you good. Some of you are even like going into a church, you're lighting a candle, you're wishing for healing. Let's look at that Knight of Wands. You're wishing for stability, you're wishing for a contract, you're wishing for a commitment where love is concerned. Let's look at that Knight of Wands. And we've got the Hermit. There's the spirituality, the spiritual retreat. This is where you are finding yourself. The Hermit is someone who does a lot of work behind the scenes. It's Virgo energy. And the Hermit is one step before the Wheel of Fortune, right? So the Hermit is taking time off, doing some soul searching. Let's look at that Eight of Cups. Wow. Leaving difficult times, leaving them. Some of you are really conflicted about the past. You're seriously, some of you may have been involved in a love triangle in the past. Maybe, as I said, you could have been dealing with a player, someone that you researched could be and have found information that was like life-changing. That's where the heartbreak comes in. Again, the Five of Swords is an imbalance, but it says that what you perceive to be true, you're going to fight for that. So this is like, and we've got usually 3 people here, but nevertheless, even if this is an argument, you've got the gift of the gab, you've got the strength to talk someone out of this equation. Yes? But you're not giving up. Scorpio, you're not giving up. Let's take another card on that. And we've got Justice, which is amazing. Fantastic. Number 11. You were dealing with a karmic situation that is now closing. It's closing. Okay, 11 is a brand new doorway for me. And usually when I see the High Priestess, because both the High Priestess and the Justice card, they're both sitting between those 2 pillars. So the High Priestess does look like an 11 if you look at it in the cardinal numbers. And Justice, which is Major Arcana and very karmic, says that you are finding your balance. So if you've put in the hard work, you've been fighting, okay, because the Eight of Cups does speak of leaving a situation behind. You're looking for a new contract, a new agreement, a new relationship. He's looking for those Two of Cups. He's looking for them and he's fighting for that. Justice is here. Some of you are closing the door on the past because you need to, because with that door open, it's like, you know, those demons are coming through the door. You know what I mean? The negative energy comes through that door. So you've got to close one door before you open another one. Now let's look at the card of the Devil. Now Libra here, Justice is Libra, and it's other people. Other people, right? Maybe you've been in if this is business, you've been fighting. You've had tough competition. You've been putting in the hard work. That's what Capricorn is. Let's see what else Capricorn shows. There's that Four of Cups again. Incredible. Someone, for those of you that have been, you know, drinking too much and you're stuck on this, like you can't beat this. The Devil is really hard. For those of you that have got a problem with alcohol, someone is, be careful with your friends. Someone is offering you another drink. And you're not looking at it. Thank goodness for that. This is breaking a bad habit. Now, in another way, if we interpret these cards, the hard work is paying off. That offer is here. It's here as well, as you can see. Now, I'm going to say that this Hierophant can also be someone who is married. Some of you may have been dealing with someone who is already married. Others of you could be moving into the potential for marriage. Let's look at this King of Wands. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles, someone who you will be looking at. This is someone who doesn't usually stop and smell the roses. So I think that you're smelling the roses. You're looking at an offer that's been given to you. You're calculating. You're the Queen of Swords here. Let's take a look. Another card. And the sevens always speak of taking a pause, and it's divinely guided. Yes, make sure before you make any decisions. Another seven of cups. This person is promising you the earth and the stars, right? So just be careful. 2 sevens equal 14. It's the temperance. Confusion maybe, but waiting to see. Let's take one more. And we've got the Hierophant. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. The Hierophant is commitment. It's accepting the offer in good faith. The Hierophant can speak of, again, marriage. Just be careful that this King of Wands is not married. That's what I'm going to tell you only. Let's look at that Four of Cups. If not, this person could be someone that wants to keep you for good. Okay? The Hierophant is someone who is very structured, someone who could be the boss. Okay? Someone who's got their own corporation. Let's look at that Four of Cups. 8 of Swords. Too worried, thinking that you're a prisoner. Too worried, too up in your head. For some reason, you may not have been able to accept this offer at some point because of restrictions, but you know they were all in your head. So let's take one more. And then we've got the 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles is all about stability. It's money coming through. It's family coming through. Let's take this card that wants to come out. Wow. Again. You've been broken in the past. You've been hurt in the past, and you're going to be very careful this time. But the 10 of Pentacles, you know, that's all about prosperity. It's all about knowing your worth. It's all about having people around you that you've got a support system. That's what I want to say. And also the offer, if this is in relation to business, your first feeling is that I've been burned in the past. What do I do? But the potential is here for a 10 of Pentacles. You've got the Empress as the general energy, which speaks of abundance. And let's take one card on the Empress. And you've got the 8 of Pentacles, which says that you can do this as long as you keep on working. Don't sit and rest. It's time for work, dear Scorpio. And the 7 of Wands is at the bottom. Keep pushing. Keep fighting for what you want. You've also got the World card here, which is success, successful completion. Queen of Pentacles. Earth, stable. This is the minor arcana of the Empress. This is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And Temperance here. Patience. Patience. You're sitting on a new beginning. As long as you keep doing the work and believe in your abilities, believe. Yes, it does say here to smell the roses. Take some time out and do that. Recharge your batteries. Find your strength. Let's take 3 Sibillas in the middle section on the Karma Dharma. Now I'm going to say here, maybe the first offer that's come through for business was a little bit disappointing, but there is another offer coming through which could pay out good money. Now if this is love, it could be that the King of Wands is also someone who's gone through their own heartache and heartbreak. So you will understand each other. Let's look at the Karma Dharma position. We have Belvedere, which is the 3 of Cups. being on the lookout, waiting for your ships to come through, waiting on a visitor maybe. Here we go, the Messaggero, number 11. Again, the news is coming from afar. And we've got Gelosia, 8 of Swords. There's that worry card. Worrying, feeling as though you are trapped. And another letter, more news. So the first letter, email, message is going to, it's going to seem like a red flag to you. You don't trust. You don't trust because you've been burned before. But then another one comes through, and it's the Two of Pentacles, which is going to make you juggle. You're going to be juggling, trying to make a decision. Let's see what else comes through. And here you've got the Ace of Cups, which is the pleasant conversations around a table. So there is an agreement. There is the Ace of Cups coming through, sitting around a table, co-workers, family, loved ones. This is the Ace of Cups. The first piece of news is not going to be that good, but the second one, even if this is co-workers, it's the beginning. There's that Ace of Cups, you see? It's the same one. Take one more card. And we've got Domestico. It's very karmic. This is the butler, where there isn't 100% trust. But this is someone who may be also working on their own behalf. So there is a sense of trust issues here. Logically, the Domestico is your helper, right? Now, what I'd like to do, dear Scorpio, I've done some cards where I've written some messages on here, on these little playing cards, and I'm going to take a card on this King of Wands, and I will take a card as well on the Hierophant here. And let's see what the messages say. Let's look at the Hierophant first. The Hierophant, what's the message? And the Hierophant says, I can't get over you. This is the Eight of Swords. So this is someone that is saying, I can't get over you. So he's mucking around with whoever, but emotionally he's stuck. And he's too frightened to come forth. Whoever this is. Now, this is a Taurus, obviously. This is a Taurus, sun, moon, or rising that is saying, I can't get over you. But they don't have the guts to come forth. They feel like they're bound by, they're thinking too much. Too much thinking. Let's look at this King of Wands. And this King of Wands says, it's done. They cheated. Door closed. Feeling blue. Wow. 10 of Swords on top of this King of Wands. What I'm thinking, remember how I said that this person is already someone who's been through their own issues. But they're new. I don't think that this is someone from the past. I don't think this is someone from your past. I feel that they are still healing. But this has got to do with their past because they were dealing with someone who cheated on them. Let's take one more on this King of Wands. And we've got, you were too overbearing. I felt suffocated, insecurities, and jealousy. Wow. This is the Nine of Wands. So, well, maybe for some of you, this is someone from the past that says that you were too overbearing and that this person felt suffocated. Could the King of Wands be the same person as the Hierophant? Maybe there were insecurities and jealousy. Let's take one more, okay? Because you're going to know if this resonates with you and if this speaks to you. Let's take one more. And it says, I see pain and sorrow in your eyes. Please trust that I won't ever hurt you. So this is the Four of Pentacles. And this is someone that if you have a relationship with this person, they've been through so much that they will not ever want to hurt you. Now, this could even be your message to them. I see pain and sorrow in your eyes. Please trust that I won't ever hurt you. So this message could be either from you or this person here, depending on who's the one that is still mulling in that pain. Okay? So a few messages here. I think I will leave it at that, dear Scorpio. I hope that that was quite clear for you. Thank you so much for being here, for taking the time out with me. And I really do appreciate it. I do hope that everything works out for you, dear Scorpio. I know that, with Pluto, your ruler, being, right on that eclipse, it's going to be very life-changing for a lot of you. Everyone's working through their own issues, their own problems. We have to think positive. That magnetizes more positivity. The more negative we are, the worse it is. So pretend that everything is beautiful. See things as, lessons. Don't mull in it and just get over it and move forth. And it's a gradual process, I understand. So know that you are not the only one going through these tumultuous energies. There's either, sometimes we're in the shadow side, other times we're in the light side. There are these two polarities, so try to get out of the dark and move into the light. And you will see all the positive things that are around us. Okay? All right, guys, thank you so much. Sending you lots and lots of love. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.